This next episode on the issues, I'm going to be talking about the sort of growth of our district. And I want to attack this in two fronts. The first, the sort of unregulated growth that we're seeing as a county. Behind me, you can see some of the buildings. You can probably hear it in the background. This is something that's happening with the Board of County Commissioners. They are allowing building permits to go through very quickly. And unfortunately, our school district can't keep up with the growth, which is the second point. The county has issued a sort of belief that they're going to build or open a new school every year for the next 8 years or so. I think they made that promise about 2 years ago, with one school every year for the decade. And they've kept up with that pace. But where the schools are being located is not in the high needs area. Those of you who live off of Wesley Chapel or in Wesley Chapel off of 56 and 54, anywhere between, say, the interstate all the way down to the expressway, you know what the growth looks like, and you know what traffic looks like, and you know that every one of those schools, secondary, middle, and high school, are nearing capacity. At one point, Wiregrass Ranch was on double sessions, and yet the building is in that same area where there is no chance of getting caught up with the school build. Yes, Kirkland Ranch and some other schools are going to be opening to help offset some of that, but we're not keeping up. And I'm getting back to the building and how it affects schools. One of the issues is that we do not consider schools part of the infrastructure. So in the mass planning of these mass communities, yes, sidewalks and sewage and things like that need to be included, but schools do not. And the other part with school building is that it's based on people whose heads are in beds. I guess is the phrase that I've heard said several times. It's not on projection. So until people actually physically move in, they don't start the sort of process, and that needs to be looked at, so we don't end up with schools that are 3 or 4 years down the road and we already have people waiting to move into the school buildings because they're already residential. Just an example or something to think about as all this building goes on, for every 30 kids that runs into or comes into our school district, that's another teaching allocation someplace. So these mass communities you see being built all over the county, there's a whole bunch more planned in the Dade City area where that population is supposed to triple. In one estimate, that where I'm running for in District 1, which is sort of the East Pasco neck of the woods, is got the largest amount of acreage that's available to build on. So it's coming our way, and we need somebody on the school board who will be able to make the judgments, understand where the building needs to be, and that we need to be projecting planning and work with the builders to incentivize ways that we can get schools built quickly. Again, I hope you follow the post at my website and on my YouTube channel. I will post a much longer explanation of this this afternoon. Thanks again. That information follows this. Take care.